something that you wanted to start, but every time you think about it, you find a reason just to wait. That was me with YouTube. I kept telling myself that I would start when my English got better, when I understood trading more, and when I felt more confident. But one day, I asked myself, honestly, if I kept waiting for the perfect moment, when is that moment going to actually come? I felt that I couldn't answer that question, so I just started anyways. In this video, I want to share why I started this channel in 2026, when I'm still an NYU student studying finance. And I want to be honest with you from the beginning. And this is not a motivational speech. I'm telling you why that I haven't figured out everything yet. I haven't. I'm still learning. I'm still making mistakes, still trying to understand myself. But actually, this is part of why I started, because I don't want to wait until I had perfect story to tell. I want to start while the story is still happening. So the first reason why I started was, number one, to document my journey. And I don't mean to document like the highlight reel kind of a way. No, I mean I wanted to record where I'm still in the middle of it, because most of the time we see only people who have already made it. People will come and explain everything clearly. This is what I did, this is what happened, this is what worked, and it sounds completely simple when they say it, because we don't see what happened in the middle and before that. We don't see the confusion, the wrong decisions, the moment where they didn't know what they were doing, and we want to keep those moments in. I wanted to keep those moments in. I want to record how I think right now in 2026 as a young person trying to make it in Forex trading, because honestly, I might come back and see how much I've changed, how I used to speak, how I used to see the world, and maybe this is more valuable thing for me. This is why something feels personal. Maybe one day I have children, maybe grandchildren, who knows, and they start watching these videos, see their father or grandparent, what he was like when he was young, what he cared about, what he was trying to build. And you know, that sounds far away, but something most important for me. This is why the name Robert Archive came from. Like, an archive is not something that is content, it's a record. But I was there, I was trying to make it. So number two is that the second thing is accountability. This is one especially most important, because in Forex trading is one of the most loneliest thing you can ever do. There is no boss, there is no team, no one checking that you had your plan followed. This is just you and the screen. And this sounds like freedom, but for me that freedom was a problem, because when no one is watching you, you don't follow the rules. I would tell myself that I'm going to follow the trading plan, then the market moves in the way that I didn't expect and goes along the way. I would be going in for 2 trades, then I take 5. I would say I need to use demo and be patient. Then I put real money because I wanted to see the results faster. And you know what the story goes, the worst, so no one knew. I could break every rule I set for myself and keep moving on. No consequences, no answers no one to tell the answers, no. So I started this channel, so the way that I could hold myself accountable. I feel they were working with this print, I should be actually working on it. If I tell the mistakes the traders make, I should be honest with you that the mistakes I've made. I cannot tell you to teach you something that I'm not practicing myself. So this channel keeps me honest, and not perfect, but honest. And in trading, honesty is the most important thing you solve, the hardest thing you can maintain. The reason number 3 is something that I don't see many people talking about. I started this channel to improve how I communicate. English is not my first language, and for a long time I thought that I needed to reach a certain level before I could speak in public. I thought that people would judge me the way I speak, the way I would focus on the accent instead of saying them understanding what I say. But I thought about it differently. The only way to get better at speaking is actually speaking, and not to wait to keep practicing in private or to make perfect, just to do it publicly, to improve as you go. And honestly, university told me this too. When you are studying finance, communication is a big part of what you learn. How you explain complex ideas into simple ways, how to present yourself, your thinking clearly, how to talk talk to people who don't have the same background as you. YouTube is a training for that. Every video I make, I'm learning how to make something complicated in my head and explain it in the way that is easy to follow. How the skill can not content creation only. It helps me like in school and business and in everything in real life. So even though this video is not perfect, I know it's better than the past ones, and the next one will also be better than this one. That's enough for me right now. The fourth reason is that I wanted to speak to people who are in the same position I was in. Forex trading can be a very isolating experience because you sit alone with charts, you make mistakes, you are alone, you feel frustrated alone. And when you explain it to people who surround you and people, they don't understand you. They say things like, why don't you just stop? Isn't that gambling? They're not trying to hurt, or they don't just understand actually. And I'm talking about this specific kind of person, not a complete beginner who just discovered Forex like last week. No, I'm talking to a person who has been maybe in Forex for 2 months, for 2 years, who knows support and resistance, who understands risk management, someone who has some knowledge but keeps losing money, because that's a different kind of frustration. You are not losing because you don't know the strategy. You are losing because something in your behavior keeps you getting away, and no one is really talking about it honestly. I want this channel to be a place where the conversation happens, not from the guru who figured it out, no, from someone who is still in it, who can say, I know exactly what you are feeling and I actually mean it. The last lesson, and the honest one, I didn't want to look back in 10 years maybe and wish that I had started sooner, because now I know how I think, right? If I wait for a very long time, I'll get ready, and every single time something comes in, my English is not ready, the camera is not good enough, I have not enough knowledge, there is always something coming. But in being in college, studying finance, learning about the market's behavior, money, everything, that actually is a perfect time for me to start. I'm living in real time where the question I have now, the answers, the mistakes and everything that I figure out is exactly what someone who is 1 year behind wants actually to hear from me. And that's something that I believe starting this channel will help. Confidence doesn't come before the action, no. It comes as you go with action, doing action. Don't wait until confidence starts. You start and then the confidence builds as you go. So this channel is choosing action over waiting. This channel is to show up everything when you are not perfect, because this what teaches you in trading. You don't wait for the perfect setup forever. You build the process, you trust it, you show up consistently, and you improve over time. And that's what this channel is about. So those were my 5 reasons, and this documenting the journey, building accountability, improving how I communicate, helping people who are in the same road as I was in, not waiting forever. I don't have everything figured out yet, but I think that's the point of starting this rather than waiting later. Figure out things by doing them. And if any of these connected with you, or whether it's trading, school, just this trying to build something while you're still young, then maybe this channel is for you. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.